Good morning everyone. Today's video is a video I've been putting off for a very long time. I spent some time in Yunnan province in Kunming, and today's video is going to just be about my experience there. So I spent about 3 weeks total there, so I think I got a fairly good glimpse of just kind of daily life. I spent a lot of time not going to tourist attractions and just doing daily life things. So I feel like I got an okay glimpse into the city. Now in this video, you'll notice I used a lot of photos instead of videos. That's because my phone was stolen and I lost a lot of footage from that, so that's why I'm using a lot of photos. Kunming is the capital of southwest China's Yunnan province. And yes, Kunming is a capital city, so it's a modern city. They've got, a downtown area, they've got foreign restaurants, they've got shopping areas, pedestrian streets, and all of that. But what sets Kunming apart from a lot of other capital cities is just the amount of greenery that's in Kunming. There's so many parks, so many little places you can go to get away from the noise of Kunming and the traffic. And there's a lot of noise and traffic. In all honesty, I don't like the city very much. But there's so many trees and flowers and lilies and parks and lakes and all kinds of beautiful stuff to see in Kunming. If you like that kind of stuff, Kunming might be the place to go for you, because they have a lot of it, and it's clean, and it's refreshing. So if you like that, great, you could definitely go there. And a great thing about Yunnan province, not really about Kunming, but a great thing about Yunnan is the amount of minorities that live in Yunnan province. You can see a lot of the cultural diversity of China. Pretty much all of China's minorities live in Yunnan. They don't really live anywhere else. But you can go to places like the minority village or the Minzuzun, and you can see those kind of things. So, that's an interesting thing about Kunming. And there are other places like the Daguanlo, which is a famous place in Kunming. It's got a special place in Chinese history. I don't have time to get into it, but it's just another example of all the parks and stuff that are in Kunming. And if you're a foreigner who's concerned about missing home or feeling homesick, Kunming might be the place for you, because there's a lot of foreigners in Kunming. There's a lot of foreign restaurants and foreign shops and foreign this and foreign that. So if you're worried about missing home, then go to Kunming. I found that to be kind of a detracting point from Kunming. There's too much foreign stuff there for me. So those are some good things about Kunming. But now I'm going to get in kind of the negative side, the side that I didn't like about Kunming. First of all, the traffic in Kunming is just terrible, especially around downtown. It's just absolutely awful. Everywhere you go in Kunming, it just looks like this a lot of the time. I don't like the traffic there. It's really bad all the time. I have to wait for buses for a really long time. There's too many people in Kunming. It's a very crowded city. No thanks. The food in Kunming I thought was just very boring. Like, the only thing that really they have in Kunming, they have chao fan, they have guoqiao mi xian, which is good. I'll take a minute to explain that. Guoqiao mi xian is one of the special foods of Kunming, and it's kind of a really, really super hot chicken broth. You can put raw meat and raw vegetables into this broth and just eat it. The broth is so hot that it'll cook your meat and cook your vegetables right in there, and just kind of stir it around for a little bit, let it sit, and it'll cook all that stuff for you. And it's good, but the thing is, Kunming is not very diverse in its food. They have chao fan, guoqiao mi xian, and foreign food. They don't have anything else. It's just so boring. Like, there's really not much diversity in the food in Kunming. I'm so tired of chao fan and mi xian. Because everywhere you go, mi xian, mi xian, mi xian, mi xian, mi xian, or KFC, McDonald's, or something else foreign. It's just, I couldn't stand the food there. Something else I didn't like is there seems to be a lot of crazy people in Kunming. It was really weird. Me and my girlfriend would be walking around, and there'd just be people walking around like. And then we walked by a couple of them on two or three different occasions, and they were like, "Wah!" Like they kind of jumped out at us with, "Ugh!" They got their long hair and the beard, and they're obviously homeless and insane. There's a lot of those people in Kunming. Maybe that was just the places that we were going, but it seemed to happen a lot over there. And the last thing I didn't like about Kunming goes back to one of the videos I put up a couple of months ago about common tricks and scams. There's a lot of people out to scam foreigners in Kunming. This happens in every travel city. I'm not picking on Kunming. A lot of people out there to scam foreigners and, you know, steal from foreigners and stuff. Like, for example, I got my iPhone stolen. I mean, which is fine, whatever. I mean, that just happens. But I got cheated a lot when I would go out by myself and try to buy fruit or buy things. They would just quote me just ridiculously inflated prices, which doesn't really happen here in Lanzhou. That kind of just common tourist city stuff that I hate dealing with, like those overinflated prices, or people out, you know, trying to do, like, when you get in a taxi, they won't start the meter, and you have to argue with them about starting the meter, things like that. I just didn't like Kunming very much. Now, I know that Kunming is a very popular city, a very attractive city for a lot of people, but it just didn't fit me, my personal style. So if you're from Kunming and you're watching this video, I'm really sorry. This is kind of a negative rant video. And if you live in Kunming, it just didn't fit me. So if you like it, that's great. If you want to travel there, it's great. The first 4 or 5 days in Kunming are really good. But I stayed there just too long. I stayed there for about 3 weeks, and I just wanted to die. I wanted to die. So, you know, the first 4 or 5 days are awesome. So if you're gonna go there, stay there for a week or less, definitely. So that's my video about Kunming. I don't know if you liked it, but it's, you know, something I had to say, give my honest opinion. So anyway, I'll be back to other videos next time, and I'll see you guys later.